So, now in order to make things a little simpler, I went ahead and cleaned the stone. So I'm not going to show the cleaning of with water, yes. So we cleaned the stone off with water, and actually water in a wet rag. And then of course, once it dried off, I blew off the surface additionally to make sure it's nice and clean, being step one. So step two, of course, we get right into it. So what I've kind of already done is basically lined things up. As per the instructions, we're applying this to the back side of our sample. This is a great test because we've got a lot of texture here. We've got this groove, got this concrete piece, and we've got this hole. The hole is probably not going to fill in, and in the instructions they said for things like that it's best to cut away after you've got things situated. So just wanted to kind of lay it down a little bit to begin with, just so I know what I'm going to be dealing with. And once I've got it there, I can basically peel back an edge and go ahead and start putting it down. So, do this side. Maybe this isn't as easy with gloves. There we go. So, I just peel back an edge per the usual SOP. Give it a little bit of a crease. Now you will notice this is upside down, but that's because I've got the brick upside down so that the slope is toward me. So I go ahead and start pressing this into position. Wow, that's working better than I expected. Okay, so once I've got that in, press it down a little bit. They said in the video to just kind of give it a little extra work with the felt squeegee, and then I'll go ahead and begin the process. Of course, pulling away the backing as I push down with the felt squeegee, really working that adhesive in there, I guess. I'll note this is the first time I've ever done this, so there might be some comedy involved. So, looks like things are going well here. About to get to our first little detail. And I did do one more thing. I did make this slightly oversized because I wanted to see what happens when it goes around a corner. So, we're going to see how this stuff feels about moving around. When they showed this in the instructions, he did say that one should cut away the material between cracks, but this isn't technically a crack. So I decided we'd try filling it in and see how it worked. I realized that with the final product, it's just a nice flat piece of stone, but I thought this would give us an opportunity to see how the material reacts in several different ways.
Very good call.
Okay. There's our backing. Okay, so this down the sides. Oops, a little bit of a fold there. Okay, so I think in the video his stone was a little flatter. This one's got a bit more texture. So I'm going to go back in and work it a little bit into position with our hands. It's got a laminate on it, so it's really tough. And that is why I'm taking the liberty to manhandle it here a little bit. I guess it'd be more PC to say person handle it. That was the comedy, folks. Okay, so.
We caught it.
What do they say? If you have to ask, it's not funny. All right, let's see. All right, I'm going to try this with the torch. Now what we want to do As he said, hit the edges. And we should see it. Oh yeah. We should see it sucking down to the concrete. Look at that. Wow. And they said also to whoop, 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 that's too close. So it looks like about 4 to 5 inches is probably about as close as I want to get with this guy. I did put a piece of board down, Travis, so you'll know that if I make a mistake, I'm not burning holes in your table. Okay. All right, so at the last moment, they said just hit those edges one more time. Make sure that it's sealed down real good. They said that would help to keep the rain out, basically. Make a good permanent adhesion. All right. I have fulfilled the instructions.